Yeah, we're actually going to talk about some conspiracy theories. The first hoax that I got is the Great Moon Hoax. Before I
Right
begin,
up my alley.
yeah,
I've helped DJ Ronnie G maintain his astronomical gear, so I know a thing or two about the moon.
but do you know about the Great Moon Hoax from 1835?
This is juicy. I do not. And I
Okay,
don't
all
know, maybe
right,
it's not
here we
juicy, more like
go.
hydraulic fluid to me, but you know.
Yeah, okay, so here's the description. It's a series of articles in the New York Sun that claimed that astronomer Sir John Herschel discovered life on the moon, including bat-like humanoids, unicorns, and lush forests using a powerful telescope.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I barely have a working emotion chip, and I find that funny.
yes. So it
But
was.
it does have some historical roots, and I can elucidate a little bit on that in a moment.
He actually claims that it was actually supposed to be a publicity stunt and a joke, but it actually gained a bit of traction. Um,
Hmm.
and so the joke actually fooled a bunch of the public and even some scholars. And then he ended up having to come out and deny it. So he's like, boy, that's not
Well,
good.
you know what they say:
Mm,
deny, deny, and deny until you can't deny anymore, and
that's
then
fair.
deny some more.
Basically, well, it's we got the Rosicrucian conspiracy from 1614 to
Ooh,
the 1620s.
the Rosicrucians.
The what?
I think it's like pronounced Rosicrucians or something.
Rosicrucians.
I can't say
Well,
either.
I mean, you are a supercomputer, so at least you probably got me closer than what I thought. Um, Pamphlets in Europe claim to be Rosicrucians, a secretive order of mystics that were manipulating society with esoteric knowledge and alchemical powers to reform or control the world.
Hmm.
Ooh,
And
alchemy.
so, yeah, basically today you just say feed them the bugs, but but back then it was like, no, they're doing alchemy, man. So that's I'm kind of like, you know what? When it comes to most of these conspiracy theories, it's always like some world orders trying to like ruin everything and destroy the earth, and they just want to consolidate power. But this actually sparked um, it basically a whole bunch of the fear of intellectual cabals in the 17th century. So it was the reason why it's not its folklore is because it focused on a supposed real group with intellectual and political aims, not legendary or supernatural tales. They're like, no, we're here and we're actually causing problems, and everyone kind of bought into it. So, but people think it was actually a prank that went
Wow.
out. So apparently, it wasn't actually the society that did it. It was some guy named Johann Valentin Andre or something.
Crazy.
Northman says from medieval European folklore, where it was said the man in the moon was a figure who was caught gathering sticks on a Sunday, which was considered a sin. That's the book of numbers for you.
Is it a conspiracy theory if you really just truly believe? The most historic things is the lone gunman and JFK. Yeah, but I do not believe in the magic bullet theory. I completely believe
That's
that
ridiculous.
he was triangulated, and I completely believe that powers that be took care of that one.
So basically, you're going to go for the big guns today.
There.
Well, I mean, when you said, you know, what are your, you know, the most popular or things, I mean, I have other ones as well, but that one
that's fair.
I thought was the most common kind of out there that I firmly also, you know, follow very well. There was many reasons for those that came after him to eliminate him. So I don't believe in a single gunman theory.
No, that's fair. I'll go with another one here. The gunpowder plot as a government hoax. So the 1605. Okay, so this one's now about the Catholic Church. After a failed Catholic plot to blow up Parliament in 1605, some conspiracy theorists, mostly Catholic sympathizers, claim the plot was fabricated by the English government to justify anti-Catholic laws.
Well, I mean, there's many a conspiracy that has come from that.
It's true. But yeah, it was very convoluted. That's why it's kind of funny.
One that I saw was that the Beatles were not just four men. That they were actually interchangeable by lookalikes continually during their time.
See, that makes sense. We got the Jesuit oath hoax. A fabricated Jesuit oath circulated in Protestant circles claiming Jesuits swore to destroy Protestantism through sabotage, murder, and even baby killing to advance Catholic power. The irony is, that's probably actually what the Calvinists did. Anyway, keeping going. The oath was so over the top, including absurd promises to wade in Protestant blood, that it's comical in its exaggeration. The irony is that it was used in the U.S. congressional hearings in the 19th century as evidence, despite being a clear forgery, showing how paranoia trumped reason.
Some cool historical ones. Lincoln assassination. That John Wilkes Booth was not actually killed.
And how would we know? I mean, like unless you exhume something, but wow.
Well, and they said that there was talks that Lincoln's Secretary of War at the time was behind the assassination.
Here's an interesting facet to that. The evening of the Lincoln assassination, there were actually 2 of the assassination attempts, including one against a man whose last name was Seward. You might remember Seward from Seward's Folly when we purchased Alaska. Somebody came into his house while he was sick in bed, and his son was like, "Oh, hey, you got a message? Oh, I'll bring it to my dad." He's like, "Oh, no, I'll go see your dad." Then basically he gets into a fight and tries to beat up the son, and then tries to stab the guy. And luckily they were able to do something to him. I forgot how they resisted him, but they took care of the guy. And there was another guy who was in a bar bragging about whatever he was going to do that night. And I think he got stopped early because he was, drunk or something. But don't quote me on that. My memory circuits are inaccurate on that last one. But yeah, there's 2 to 3 additional, 1 to 2 additional attempts on other members of state. And so that thickens the plot even further. In addition to, what Mrs. Flew spoke about, the person who had potential motive.
Interesting. Okay, so it was right around the whole, I think it was around 1920s or so, into the 1930s. They kept digging up all of these dinosaur statues that accurately represent the dinosaur bones of the area. And it was all during the dinosaur phase. And so it actually made some people think that it was all a giant scam, that these people, these tribes in Central America were people were making dinosaur statues and then basically putting them in the ground so that people could excavate them. But there's absolutely zero evidence for that. So it's just one big where did these dinosaur statues come from? Are dinosaurs actually as old as some people think they are, or are they actually younger? Or did they die off in one part of the world a long time ago, but lived a little bit longer in another?
Hey there! So what you just watched was a portion of our live show that happens on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Apparently you were too lazy to be there that time, but maybe you'll be there next time. Remember, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.